The floor is yours.
Would you like to go for it?
Stormy's on here too. So Stormy, you can, if you raise your hand, you'll be brought to the top of the screen for everybody.
I don't see Stormy. Has she figured out the hand? If she starts talking, it will help move her up further.
Okay. Yeah. Stormy, are you there? Sometimes he isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm wandering around in the woods here on my phone and really don't know how to use it very well. So yeah, but I'm here.
Well, no, that's good. Yeah, just want to make sure you're there. You're doing your thing, man. You're exactly where I wish I was too. Tromping around in the woods.
Take it away, Abby.
All right. Yeah, so let's see. My name is Tachlie Abby Twyman. The project that we have been working on with our ProSocial team through this action lab is Ginanghuchla, which means just keep rowing in the Hadkil language, which is the language of the Haida people here in Southeast Alaska. The goal at the outset of our time with this program with this project was to breathe life into what was a draft of a business plan, a strategic business plan for this recovery ecosystem that we've been working with the Fletcher Group, their rural center of excellence, that we'd been working with for months to come up with this plan. But really, there was, we needed more life breathed into it. And so that was the goal at the outset. But kind of what came to pass across our time over the 10 weeks was really what needed to happen before we could move forward with anything with this big, hairy, audacious goal of a plan, which was really a 25-year, look out into the future of what we want to have for our island here on Prince of Wales Island. With, we've got communities in which we would like wellness centers in each community for drop-in services and recovery housing, supportive housing, and peer support, transportation, food. Like we want it to, this is a huge plan for we're the fourth largest island in the United States behind Hawaii, Kodiak, and Puerto Rico. So it's a big idea. And so what ended up happening was really distilling down into the very core, which I love about this, the action circle process, is like distilling down to the very core. What can be done now, right? We all have big, hairy, audacious goals and visions for, 20, 30, 500 years into the future. But what can we do now? And that was really what it came down to. And what it turned into was Stormy and I developing a deepened relationship, a greater understanding of each other. So my organization the umbrella that I have over my head is Our Alaskan Oasis. I'm a humanistic behavior scientist. I'm a creative writer. I'm a data-driven optimist. The work that I do is mobile peer support and crisis prevention services. And I work with the Organized Village of Kasaan as an independent contractor right now, doing grant writing, wellness group facilitation, and peer support supervision. And so, and then, the Organized Village of Kasaan, Stormy is one of the tribal council members. And so, in order for us to do anything big like this, we have to start with strong relationships And that's what I feel like, the most significant outcome out of this is just like a strong, you know, bond that now I have with Stormy, me understanding each other and our individual perspectives, um, and have like the building blocks to do something tremendous, right? And that's still, still to be developed and still to come, but it's just, it has been such a journey, and I love that I've just like landed in this place of just like extreme gratitude in I am Tlingit, and Tlingit language, Shtugatdati means I am grateful. And it's like every time we had a session, I was just like, how are you feeling? I'm just grateful. I'm so great. Like I'm just so freaking grateful to like be in this time, in this space, you know, give it up to the creator and the great spirit that connects us all. I've just, every moment has been a blessing. And uh, so one thing, like after everybody shares their thing, I do have a story that I've written and a song that I shared that I think Lucy wanted me to close out on, but I'll shush for now and
Thank you. And just so everyone knows, you're at 6 minutes. So Lucy and Pacifico, short.
Oh, I'd like to give voice to Stormy, and then defer back to Abby for her story and song, which is really powerful, and I'd love for her to have an opportunity to share. But yeah, just my gratitude. Thank you. Stormy, did you want to add anything?
Oh, I don't think I'll say too much. You already know, I really appreciate your work, and Pacifico and Liana, and I think, as I said before, I think Abby's amazing, and she's got lots of energy, and, there's no limit to the possibilities. So, uh, I just really appreciate you all and everyone on this call, really making an effort to, um, facilitate a better world. So love it, and thank you.
yeah. So one of the things that came up for us during our coaching sessions was a value, and the value was around speaking truth to power. And I feel as though like I myself have sort of, come into my own and being able to kind of emerge as like I am who I am, I know who I am, and I can say things, and I can do hard things. And so kind of this metaphor of being a blue jay, a stellar jay in a brown bear disguise. So my clan is Takeaway, I'm brown bear. But if you've heard of a stellar jay, they have a squawk that's like, and I feel like sometimes just need to be the blue jay in the room, and it's okay, even if nobody really wants to listen. There's something to be said. So this story is called The Blue Jay in the Brown Bear Disguise, and then I'll close out with a song. The forest was quiet that year, too quiet, the kind of quiet that sits on your chest and makes you wonder if joy has forgotten your name. The storms, the storms had been long, the nights even longer, and somewhere in that silence, a blue jay lost his courage to sing. He had always been the loud one, quick to speak, quick to laugh, full of impossible ideas and brighter dreams than the forest knew what to do with. But being misunderstood wears a soul thin, and one morning, after too many sighs and sidelong glances from quieter creatures, the jay made a decision. He would become someone the world could respect. He gathered pine needles and moss, bark and thread from the forest floor. He built himself a disguise, the shape of a brown bear, strong and noble, slow to speak. When the sun rose over the valley, the jay emerged from the shadows as something else entirely. The forest accepted him immediately. They bowed to him when he walked by. They stopped interrupting. They even listened when he spoke, because bears were wise and jays were not, and for the first time the little bird felt safe. But safety, he discovered, can be lonely. Days stretched into weeks, and the jay began to forget the sound of his own song. The heavy costume dulled his wings, and the silence he had once longed for now pressed in on him like a weight. He missed his laughter, he missed the spark of life that once flickered behind every word he said. Then came the storm. It swept down from the mountains without warning, howling through the cedar trees, tearing apart branches and illusions alike. The jay climbed to the highest branch he could find, desperate to call out, to warn others. But when he opened his mouth, the sound that came out was rough and broken, a bear's growl where a jay's song should have been. The disguise unraveled, the moss fell away, the bark split, and the jay tumbled from the tree, stripped bare, frightened, and free. He lay in the clearing, trembling as the storm passed. When he looked up, the real brown bear was standing over him. You wore me well, the bear said gently. But why hide your wings? Tears shivered in the jay's eyes, because no one listened when I was myself. The bear nodded, his eyes kind. They will now. You've learned my strength. Now use it to carry your own voice. And so when the sun returned and the forest shimmered clean, the blue jay rose into the air. His feathers caught the light like new hope. His song, once silenced, rang out, softer now, fuller, shaped by everything he had lived through. The others stopped to listen, not because the song was loud, but because it was true. And somewhere in the quiet, between the notes, the jay understood. He had never needed to choose between being heard and being loved. He only needed to be real.
Mm.
And so I'm going to close with a prayer song that was taught to Claywan Willard Jackson Sr. by his grandmother, and shared it with me. He's the person who gave me my name, Tachlie, which means basket with the sun coming out of it. Hu hey ah hey ah, hu hey ah hey ah, hu hey ah hey ah, hu hey ah hey ah. Tiki young cow you hande, Shakwan ulun iaha, Gune iahe iaha, Hu he iahe iaha. Ooh.
Mm.
And I did that all without crying. This is a feat. This is an accomplishment.
Beautiful.
Mm,
Mm.
thank you.